One.
Hello viewers, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Myself Dr. P.P. Skattimani, working as assistant professor in Department of Chemistry at JSS Arts, Science and Commerce College, Gokak, which is affiliated to Ranichanam University, Belagavi. I am dealing with Ranichanam University BSc third sem syllabus. In that I am taking the chapter orientation in organic chemistry. So orientation means the way someone tends to particular subject, discussion or issues. Likewise, in chemistry also we use the term orientation, which refers to the atoms or groups which move toward particular position or location in a certain chemical reaction. So orientation means atoms or groups tend to move toward particular position in a certain organic reactions. So before going to the topic, let us discuss about few things of organic reactions. So we know that the chemical reaction is a process wherein reactant is converted to product. In the left side we write reactant, on the right side we write the product formed using the arrow mark, which indicates the progress of reaction. And to undergo any reaction, the organic molecule should acquire charge centers. The molecule should develop charge centers on it, or else we call it as polarity. This polarity is achieved by electron displacement or else electron movement in the molecule. This electron displacement in the molecule may be either permanent or temporary, which we shall see later. If the displacement of electron achieves the molecule positive charge, we call that molecule as electrophile. If the electron displacement causes the molecule to attain negative charge, we call such molecule as nucleophile. So nucleophiles are the electron rich species and electrophiles are the electron deficient species. And you should know the organic reactions occur between electron rich species and electron poor species. In other words, organic reactions occur between nucleophiles and electrophiles. To understand the electron displacement, we should know the behavior of electrons. You should remember that electrons move toward more electronegative atom. The electrons are attracted towards more electronegative atom, and electrons are attracted by positively charged centers. Means this electron species act as nucleophiles, which are attracted by positively charged centers, which are nothing but electrophiles. And the electron displacement causes four effects, that is inductive effect, electromagnetic effect, resonance or mesomeric effect, hyperconjugation or no bond resonance effect. These effects are electron displacement effects, which causes charges on the organic molecule, which in turn causes the organic reactions to occur. In a molecule, all the effects may occur in a single molecule, or else only one effect may occur. There are some organic molecules wherein inductive effect and electromagnetic effect both occur simultaneously, and there are some organic molecules only inductive effect takes place. So these are the effects which causes the molecule to acquire charges on them, which in turn is responsible for the organic reactions to undergo.
One.
Hello viewers, previously we have seen how the organic molecules develop charges due to electron displacement. The electron displacement causes four effects. Among them, one effect is inductive effect. It is denoted using the letter I. And inductive effect is a permanent effect which occurs permanently in the molecule, whether the attacking reagent may be there or may not be there. The definition for inductive effect is, it is the displacement of sigma electrons toward more electronegative atom in a covalently bonded atoms. This could be understood by taking an example. Here I have taken an example wherein the molecule is heteroatomic molecule in which A and B are covalently bonded. In chemistry, we write the bond using line which represents the bond is made up of two electrons. In a covalent bond, the bond is shared by each of the bonding atoms. Here, if A is more electronegative than B, the bonding electrons which is shared between A and B move toward more electronegative atom. Since A is more electronegative than B, the bonding electrons shared between A and B move toward A. As a result of this shifting of electrons, the atom A acquires partial negative charge and the atom B acquires partial positive charge. Here we write partial charges because there is no complete transfer of electrons toward one atom. However, the bonding electrons shift toward the vicinity of the more electronegative atoms. Hence, we write partial charges on them. Take another example wherein B is more electronegative than A. B is more electronegative than A. Since B is more electronegative, the bonding electrons move toward B, as a result of which A acquires partial positive charge and B acquires partial negative charge. And inductive effect is denoted using arrowhead in the middle of covalent bond, and the arrow is pointing towards the direction of the movement of electron displacement. Take for example hydrochloric acid. Here Cl is covalently bonded with hydrogen and this Cl is more electronegative than hydrogen. Because of this, the bonding electrons shared between hydrogen and chlorine move toward the chlorine atom, as a result of which hydrogen acquires partial positive charge and chlorine acquires partial negative charge. The inductive effect comes into picture only there is electronegativity difference between the bonding atoms. Take for example chlorine molecule, which is a homoatomic molecule. No doubt chlorine is electronegative, but there is no electronegativity difference in chlorine molecule. Hence the bonding electrons are shared equally between the chlorine molecule, hence there is no charge separation here. Coming to carbon compounds, if the carbon atom is bonded to electronegative atom or a electropositive atom, it acquires charges on it. For example, this here chlorine is more electronegative than carbon. Because of this, the bonding electrons shared between carbon and chlorine move toward more electronegative chlorine atom, as a result of which this chlorine acquires partial negative charge and this carbon acquires partial positive charge. And also this inductive effect is transmitted through the carbon chain. So let me take an example, propyl chloride, wherein the chlorine atom is attached to the terminal carbon atom. Because of this electronegative chlorine atom, the bonding electrons between this carbon and chlorine atom move toward this electronegative chlorine atom, as a result of which this carbon 1 acquires partial positive charge. Because of this partial positive charge, the bonding electrons between carbon 2 and carbon 1 move toward carbon 1, as a result of which carbon 2 acquires partial positive charge, but the charge will be lesser than C1. Similarly, the bonding electrons between carbon 3 and carbon 2 move toward carbon 2 and there will be partial positive charge on carbon 3, but the charge is lesser than carbon 2. As we go on along the chain, carbon chain, the charge vanishes. So this is how the inductive effect is transmitted through the carbon chain. So depending upon the displacement of electrons, inductive effect is of two types, plus I effect and minus I effect. The atoms or groups which donate electron show plus I effect. For example, alkyl groups. So alkyl groups show plus I effect which donate electrons inductively. Minus I effect wherein atoms or groups withdraw electrons toward them. For example, you can take any electronegative atom, for example NO2, halogens, OR. If the carbon is bonded to any electronegative atom, take for example carbon nitrogen bond, carbon oxygen bond, carbon halogen bond. So because of difference in electronegativity, the more electronegative atom will show minus I effect because it will pull the bonding electrons toward them. So as a result of which, due to inductive effect, the molecule acquire charges permanently on them by the displacement of electron toward more electronegative atom. Electron displacement effect is electromagnetic effect, which is denoted using letter E. Electromagnetic effect is temporary effect. Why it is called temporary effect means it occurs only in the presence of attacking reagent. If there is no attacking reagent, there will be no electromagnetic effect. So electromagnetic effect occurs in unsaturated compounds which are having multiple bonds. For example, C double bond C, C double bond O, C triple bond C, and C triple bond N. So electromagnetic effect occurs in unsaturated compounds having multiple bonds. The definition for electromagnetic effect is as follows. It is complete transfer of pi electrons toward one of the bonded atoms under the influence of attacking reagent. This could be understood by taking an example wherein A is doubly bonded with B. This double bond contains one sigma bond and one pi bond. This yellow color is pi bond. So in the presence of attacking reagent Y, the pi bond between A and B breaks and the pi electrons are completely transferred toward B, as a result of which the molecule achieves charge centers. Since A has lost its share, it attains positive charge, and B, it has gained electrons, it attains negative charge. And the electromagnetic effect is represented by curved arrows, the direction of which indicates the transfer of pi electrons, and the pi electrons move toward more electronegative atom in the molecule. Electromagnetic effect are of two types, plus E effect and minus E effect. In plus E effect, if the attacking reagent attacks the carbon atom to which the negative charge is transferred, in the plus E effect, the attacking reagent, here the attacking reagent is H plus, which is electrophile. If the attacking reagent attacks the carbon atom which has attained negative charge, here you can see the pi bond between these two carbon atoms has broken in the presence of electrophile. Because of this carbon attains negative charge and this carbon attains positive charge, and further this H plus will attack to the negatively charged carbon atom. If the attacking reagent attacks the negatively charged carbon atom, it is plus E effect. And in minus E effect, the attacking reagent attacks to the carbon atom from which the negative charge is shifted. So here you can see, so this is carbonyl group. If the due to electromagnetic effect, this carbon attains positive charge and this oxygen attains negative charge because the pi bond between carbon and oxygen breaks in presence of reagent and the pi electrons move towards oxygen since oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. As a result of which this carbon gets positive charge and oxygen gets negative charge. The nucleophile attacks this carbon atom. If the attacking reagent attacks the carbon atom from which negative charge is shifted, this effect we call it as minus E effect. So, in presence of attacking reagent, compounds having multiple bonds break and it will create charges on the molecule. So, this is regarding the electromagnetic effect.
The third electron displacement effect is resonance or mesomeric effect, which is denoted using the letter M. Resonance effect is permanent effect which operates permanently in the molecule even in the absence of attacking reagent. This resonance effect is usually seen in conjugated systems wherein molecules will be having alternative single and multiple bonds. Here you can see this molecule is having alternative double and single bond. Such structures we call them as conjugated compounds. And also the resonance effect is seen under molecules having lone pair of electron in conjugation with the multiple bonds. Resonance effect involves displacement or delocalization of pi electrons. The movement of electron from one position to another position we call it as delocalization. It involves delocalization of pi electrons. It could be easily explained by taking an example. Here I have taken benzene. So, benzene is a 6-membered cyclic ring which is having alternative double and single bonds. And we know the bond lengths of single bond and double bond. The bond length of carbon-carbon single bond is 1.54 Armstrong unit and carbon-carbon double bond is 1.34 Armstrong units. By taking account into these bond lengths, we could presume that the structure of benzene would be unsymmetrical, but however the bond lengths in benzene all are equal, having bond length 1.39 Armstrong unit, which could be easily explained by taking resonance effect. Yes, here you could see the resonance effect in benzene, wherein you can see the delocalization of pi electrons. So, this is the resonance structure of benzene and the resonance is represented using double headed arrow. So, this is the resonance structure of benzene, wherein we can see the delocalization of pi electrons. So, another example is carbonate anion. So, in this also you can see there is single bond and double bond, but the bond length in carbonate anion is all are equal due to resonance effect. Here you can see this negative charge has been delocalized onto this oxygen atom. Here you can see. So, this is due to the resonance effect and these structures are called resonance contributors and this is resonance hybrid. Next example is carboxylate anion. So, here you can see the delocalization of negative charge between these two oxygen atoms. These two are resonance contributors and this is resonance hybrid. This dotted line indicates the delocalization of electrons. Next, here you can see, as I have said earlier, resonance is also possible in the compounds having lone pair of electrons in conjugation with the double bond. Here the lone pair of electrons will move along this carbon chain and this is the resonance structure of this compound, wherein this oxygen attains positive charge and this carbon attains negative charge due to delocalization of the electrons, and in resonance effect the electrons will move along the carbon chain. Here it is having electron withdrawing group, wherein the electrons are moving toward the functional group. Because of this, the molecule has attained charge center. So this is a silylic compound. The carbon atoms which are bonded to the double bond, we call them as vinylic carbon, and the carbon adjacent to the vinyl carbon, we call this carbon atom as allylic carbon atom. So here you can see the resonance structure of allylic carbon, wherein we can see the delocalization of this double bond. So this is the resonance structure of this allylic compound. The positive charge has been delocalized. Like so previously we have seen the plus effect and minus effect. Here also in resonance we can see plus effect and minus effect. Plus M effect is shown by the atoms or groups which donate electrons by resonance. Examples are alkyl groups, and the groups which are having lone pair of electrons will show plus M effect, which will donate the electrons, and minus M effect is shown by the atoms or groups which are having usually double bonds, for example NO2 and all the carbonyl containing groups. Likewise, so in the resonance we can see the delocalization of pi electrons which develops charges in the molecule. The fourth electron displacement is hyperconjugation or no bond resonance effect. This hyperconjugation is usually seen in compounds having at least one hydrogen attached to the alpha carbon atom, which is further bonded to unsaturated carbon atom. In such molecule we can see hyperconjugation. This could be understood by taking the organic molecule. The carbon atom which adjacent to the carbon carbon double bond, it is alpha carbon atom, and the hydrogen to which and the hydrogen atom which is attached to this alpha carbon atom, we call it as alpha hydrogen. So to undergo hyperconjugation, the molecule should have at least one hydrogen bonded to the alpha carbon atom. Since this molecule is having alpha hydrogen, this molecule will undergo hyperconjugation, wherein the bond between carbon and hydrogen breaks and it will undergo resonance, wherein the terminal carbon atom acquires negative charge. Here we can see there is no bond between this carbon and hydrogen, hence it is called no bond resonance, and this hydrogen will be in the vicinity of this alpha carbon atom, hence it is called no bond resonance. And greater the number of alpha hydrogens bonded to the alpha carbon atom, greater will be the hyperconjugation effect. In tertiary alkyl group we will not observe any hyperconjugation, because to undergo hyperconjugation there should be at least one hydrogen bonded to the alpha carbon atom, which could be seen in this trend. So this is methyl group. Here we can see it is substituted with one substituent. So as the substituents increases, the inductive effect, that is plus effect, means electron donation increases. As the alkyl group increases, we can see greater inductive effect. As the alkyl group increases, we can see less hyperconjugation effect, because hyperconjugation effect occurs due to presence of alpha hydrogen. So in conclusion, what we can say is electron displacement causes molecules to acquire charged centers. Because of these charge centers, the organic molecules will undergo chemical reactions, and the electron displacement can occur by either of any of these effects. It may be by inductive effect, it may be by electromeric effect, resonance, and hyperconjugation effect. In a single molecule, all the effects can occur, or else only one effect can occur. So, because of these effects, because of the electron displacement by these four effects, the molecule will attain charges. That is, the molecule will attain polarity, which will help the molecule to undergo chemical reaction. So, later we will see in the next session the electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction of benzene. Thank you.